wanted to let you folks know I got a rag on the camera here. We got some wind noise. First part of my video, I'm going to preach a couple different things here. One, I got to talk about ecology because our trees here, our nation is putting no money into our forests and reforestry. Unlike our forefathers appreciated our forests, it's as far as you can see around here, every tree is getting heavily blighted. And they're falling down. If not, I've got to cut them down before they fall down on something important. Second off, my thoughts and my prayers go out to them poor folks at that school. I can't talk much about it. I mean, thank God I never tried them Fruity Pebbles or them Wheaties. Sometimes humor is my defense when I don't want to talk about something in places where things happened. Okay? My little Woodside chat is, okay? The parenting is what raises the children. As I said, I've raised 4. None of them are criminals. None of them are in jail. None of them are on dope. I did my job as a parent. Unfortunately, I was a victim of a very bad police incident where the cops lied. And thank God that we have video nowadays. Now, my note sheet here. Okay, our president is forgetting our seniors, okay? We got a lot to talk about because there's a lot of ignorance. Same thing I want to talk about our road crews. Slow the F down in this state. Poor guy out here screamed like a woman. Lady hit him with the mirror of the car. It was a repeat of an incident, I don't know how many years ago. They were working out front here on the highway and it was about the same thing. The guy got clipped by the mirror of the car. You can hear the booms and the bangs, maybe. Okay? There's a lot of construction going on here. I'm trying to shield the camera. Okay? It's hard to understand somebody when there's a lot of wind noise. I might have to redo the video. But I figured today was a better day to say what I had to say. Because our politicians, like this Jew crook that we have here in Pennsylvania, they put no money into our forestry, no money into our streams. Okay, unlike when my father was a hunter, and I wouldn't call him a tree hugger, but he respected the land. He's blasting the blight off of some of his trees with a pressure washer, and some of it seems to be working. Now, getting back to our White House, the bunch of crooks, which is what they are, just nothing but crooks. There's no other explaining anything, okay? Which goes back to what I'm talking about this situation. Like when I called the dispatcher, they don't know what it's like to work their ass off. Like I got to cut firewood because I can't afford to buy any this year. They're very disrespectful when you call this 911 here in Pennsylvania. Oh, we'll put you into the state police. Do your fucking job and relay it, you know. You can't say, oh, maybe you're busy, sir. I'll let them know. And half of them, they're not even from this area, is why they're such assholes. They don't even know where you're talking about. You give them an address and, oh, where's that? What the... Jesus. If a cop wanted to arrest you for stealing a donut down at the donut shop, they'd have your address, your GPS, they'd be right there. You know, don't get me started because I start raining on this shit, especially this stupidity, and especially when it comes to police and different things that they pull. We have one level-headed cop here. He came here and talked to me. It's a Pennsylvania State Trooper, Zoshak. I have some respect for the guy. We're kind of like this, you know, where we kind of see eye to eye a little bit, but then he's still a cop and I'm still me, so you got to watch that. You see the White House in the condition. Go figure, they built a fire underneath Trump's ass on both ends. They gave Israel that money. What did you think Israel's going to do? The first thing, they've been attacking the Palestinians since the 70s every time they get a bucket full of cash. I mean, what the fuck did they think at the White House was going to happen? Okay? What did they think? Okay? Then China wants Taiwan. So we're going to create the double whammy and we're going to keep up the bombing. You know, Putin's doing this to Trump. He's really Trump ought to wax his ass because he's really making an ass out of the president. Our president's making the best foot forward to say, look, let's stop this senseless bullshit. Putin says, no, I'm going to keep on going. And he ain't stopping once he gets to Donbass and he gets the seaports and the regions. He's going right into Poland. He's got troops built up all over. Poland, Estonia, Belarus, I mean, everywhere. I've seen it. I didn't take a lot of credence in Lee Wheelbarger at first when he first evolved, but seems to be pretty truthful. He stretches things a little, but I guess you do that, especially when you do video and you do YouTube. But I mean, they've really forgotten the human points in this country, especially the seniors and the veterans. The way they're suffering, and this Democratic prick Jew that was elected governor, he's cutting all the food benefits to the veterans and the seniors. They're fucking screaming. He's a scumbag muppet, and he wants to go to the White House. I hope he ends up out on his ass. Next year is the election, 2026. Um, I can't stomach. I can't even look at the guy. He's that much of a creep. These people creep me out, just like that fucking turd that did what he did at that Catholic school. Um, like I said, it comes down to the way people were raised. We shouldn't be having people with dual citizenships or alliances with other countries in our White House. Uh, Somebody better talk to Trump about that. It's being mentioned now because they see there's agenda-driven wars. I want to check my note sheet. Okay. Yeah, we have another culture usurping our own, which is something in itself that people in the comments section, you can tell me what you think when they want to put foreign flags up over our city and township governments. The other thing, I'm food shopping. I got to carry my other glasses. I've got to check each and every package. Each and every package. Some of it's evident. I have pictures on my phone. I think I have it in my pocket. I don't want to look. I should have brought it up before I started the video. The food is spoiled in the store, in the package. And I really, here it is. Look at the mold growing on that broccoli. They can't lower the prices that people don't even want to shop at the Giants and stuff. They're going to other stores, and a lot of, I'm going down here to the farm store. This time of year, I go down there. I buy their broccoli, I buy their onions, I buy whatever they got. Because I know it came right out of the field, I know it's fresh. This multi-globalism bullshit and usurping our culture to bring you spoiled food at 10 times the price you want to pay for it in the store, it's bullshit. And our president better get some help out of it. Especially me. I'm a disabled senior veteran. And like I said, I think that's the biggest piece of shit. He should have took care of the American people first with this. And bullshit is going to fuel inflation. You know what? Just like you're telling these people, oh, I'm the president, that's right, you can order the food prices lower. You can tell each and every corporation, if you don't lower the food prices, we're just going to tax the piss out of you. We're going to investigate you. We're going to set the IRS on you. There's a whole bunch of weapons that he can lower the food with, okay? Don't be brainless. He is the president. Do I respect our president? Yeah, I just don't think he's being realistic of what type of attack he's under, and he better start thinking a little deeper. The politicos helping our corporate food supply is not good. Okay, you see, when that food spoils and they throw it in the shit can and you don't get to eat it, they get a check from the U.S. government. Okay, because they're throwing the food out. Okay, it's a spoilage. And if not, they'll pull the plugs on there. When that food gets to a certain age, they'll claim power failure, like this store did. And they'll throw everything out and they'll get a fresh load of stuff. And it's covered by the insurance and the government, okay? That's the trick that they're playing, okay? And then he's dropped the ball on health care. Every member of Congress and the House, the Senate, they all have health care you and I can't pay for. Why can't these corporations making billions and millions and oodles of dollars pay their fair share into healthcare? Bring this country back the right way. My little woodside chat here in the woods, people, you got to realize that there's something else afoot in our White House, and it's corrupt. It stinks. Stinks worse than the dead rats they are. Ratskins, Durbin, you know, Dickie Doo there, Pelosi, Shifty, that scumbag. I'd shit can him first. Him, Mueller, and Comey. They'd be in the shit can first. And then I'd go after the rest of the Muppet Farm. And Pelosi, I'd make an example out of that dirtbag. Okay? They claim they're helping people afford things, the government, all these programs they have advertised. You want to help Americans lower the fucking food prices, and let's get universal health care on the road. Okay? Every politician that wants to get elected, they do nothing. They're not talking about the American people. They're talking about their friends they brought into the country. Okay? These people, they were cooking out all year long the last 4 or 5 years, and I could barely afford food and pay my bills. Bullshit. That stops today. I'm going to eat first. It's very disgusting what's going on. Share my video with everybody you know. And just so you know, that next politician that walks up to the pulpit and says, oh, I'm for the American people. You sure as hell haven't helped me, and I'm an American. And the thousands of other Americans I know. Schmitty, Jason. You know, do I got to mention my list of friends? Because they mean nothing to you and a politician. But they're real. I don't live without friends. And half my friends don't visit no more because they can't even afford the time or the money to... If they're not spending the time at work, they're working on broken shit at home, fixing things. Because they really don't want to go anywhere. They can't afford it. Look, thank you for watching my videos. Pass this on. Because I think it's something that Trump's got to see. He better start listening to the American people, what we have to say. And stop with these agendas. And the second thing is, we've got to start doing something about our forests. They're dying. There's limbs, they're snapping. These trees are all blighted. They have insects. You got to get something going. Let's start killing the major majority of the insects until we can find out how to kill the rest. Start handing kits out to people that want them. The people that call and they want a bug control kit with instructions. Because I like how stuff comes these days and there's no instructions in the box. Especially if there's a redesign on it. Look, thanks for watching my videos. Tell each and every one of your politicians to shape the fuck up and fly right. Get your head and your ass wired right. Every goddamn one of you. Dane Wattrow, Argle down here. I don't think very much of you because you really haven't helped me. You don't even want to hear from me. That's how my politicians are in Pennsylvania. They ignore it when you call their office, leave a message, hey, I want to have a chat with you. They really don't want to hear you. And I really don't want to vote for them.